All right, let's see if this GoPro thing works out this time. We have I believe it's gonna be a small group, I'm not sure.
Nice bike.
Thank you. How's it go? I'm going for a ride. Yeah.
Over there, right?
Yeah.
You with me on the fucking bike?
There goes my buddy here. Sorry it took me long. Let's see where this ride takes us. So this is gonna be my, oh, I thought it was gonna be a little group ride, but so this is my first time on this bike other than driving it home, where I'm leaving out of town with it, other than, oh, actually I went to South Salem, New York, but that's really not that far from here. It's like a 20-minute ride. This baby purring. She's still new, so I want to get through all the gears and mess around with her. Woo! I don't know if you can hear that wind. I don't even know if you can hear me at this point. I didn't test it. I tested it at home, but I didn't test it out right now because I'm kind of in a rush. I was a few minutes late. So hopefully it works. What's going on here? What is going on here? Got a little meat, huh? Alright, let's see what this got. It's definitely a meetup. All right. Got a big group here. There's Charlie. I don't know if you can see him. Buddy Chris over there. The boy Chetta, the East Coast. Let's see where this ride takes us. So this is the Blessing of Bikes ride. And they had a pastor come and bless all of our bikes, give a little blessing ceremony, and which was really nice. A big group of us. They said this is small, but for me, this is the biggest group I've ever ridden with, so this is exciting. A little chilly out, I'm not gonna lie. And we have to be careful with the sand because it was raining all night last night. And so I just want to make sure that we're being careful and cautious. But it is nice with a larger group because people are heard, seen, and they have people stopping the roads behind us or in front of us so that we can actually just continue riding out, get a nice long ride, and grab something to eat and then head back home. It was so sad because Dan texted me that his bike was ready. The shop called and they said his bike's ready. I'm like, what? Oh man. He could have been with this ride, but we don't have it set or last moment, so we have to be careful. So we couldn't go together. But next time, at least he has his bike now, sooner than we thought. And so we'll be able to start going for rides. Together. So that'd be nice. This ride is supposed to be an hour and a half. In total, I believe, an hour and a half in total. So I should be back, God willing, in time. And I love the love, man. I love the love. Woo! That wind though. Yeah, so a lot of cool people here so far. This is a special event blessing, I believe, because they opened up a new clubhouse, and they were showing everybody it. It was really nice. I mean, there's a lot that needs to be done. The, you know, donations, and after a while it just comes together, I'm sure. This is my second season riding, and I'm really excited. Like, I really do enjoy this as a sport. I do enjoy it as a hobby. I think that it is relaxing to me, and a lot of my friends, or not a lot of my friends, I would say some of my friends and co-workers, things like that, don't understand why I ride or what would make me even want to. But it's just like anything else that you like to do, you know, not everyone has to understand it. And I get a lot of shit for being a girl who rides, which I think, you know, we're in freaking 2019. How is that even possible? But also, as much shit as I get love too. You know, a lot of ladies stop me and they're like, you know, so happy to see a girl ride. Like, I was coming to this ride, I didn't even know I was going to come to this, like, have a full-on ride. And this woman that I've never met before just stopped me out of nowhere and was like, I just want to tell you that I'm so happy that you're here and that you're riding, and nothing against passengers, because the group, the couple I'm with, Heather, she's only ever been a passenger, I think. I don't know if she's ever ridden, but she doesn't have a like or want to ride. So, hold on, I just had to downshift because I was going too slow for that gear. And so, you know, I've been passenger and I have a control issue, I guess you would call it. I like to be in control. The same when I'm driving a car. Like, when I'm passenger in a car, it drives me crazy. Like, I literally ask, if you were to ever talk to Dan, well, maybe we'll do a video one day together. He'll tell you, if he's riding in the car, not that he's a bad driver, he's not. He's a really good driver in a car and a motorcycle, which he was the only one that I've ever trusted with me on a bike. Like, not trusted, like, I had my buddy Connor. I trusted him on a bike, or riding me on a bike. I'll grab onto the wall, I'll have pretend brakes on my feet, I'll have like literally heart palpitations trying to get relaxed inside of a car if I'm not riding it. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, gotta be careful with the gravel, see the rocks. As a rider, relax, but there's always that sense of having to work, right? You gotta constantly be looking for potholes, constantly looking for gravel roads that you don't know. I mean, the perk of being on a bike is, or the purpose, or one of the purposes is being able to go out and explore your town, your state, you know, your coast, and see things that you've never seen before. So you have to be aware of roads you've never ridden before. And I think every day I ride, every time I ride, every season I'm going to be riding, I think there's always something that you can learn from it. And I love that it's a learning progress. It's a learning sport, a learning hobby, whatever you want to call it. I feel like the community in this, other than certain groups who may not like certain bikes or certain style of riding, sports bike, cruisers, things like that. You know, that's the only downfall, but other than that, the community here is just phenomenal. They're always so warm, so exciting. It's like meeting a long lost relative and just becoming immediate friends. It's nice. That's how I feel every time I meet someone who rides. So it's turning out to be an okay day. It'll get cold at some point, I'm sure. And my toes, I have some fluffy socks on, and then my leather boots, so I'm hoping they're gonna be alright. Nice windy roads. Got a country in Connecticut. We have beaches. We're literally I live literally a minute away from the beach, which is nice. It's so weird growing up and being in areas of like beach. Like I've always grew up in the town that I live in. I moved out once, but came back 2 years later. And I do love my city. Ooh, yeah, give me a nice open road. You can see that. And I just learned to correctly downshift on this bike last week when I rode the bike. I didn't really know how to do it properly. And now that I do, it's so much nicer to understand how to successfully downshift your bike. I hope you guys are getting some good footage. Woo! I need to show you guys my unicorn backpack. Unicorn is a phrase for female riders. I know the last video, it was on my Cowie, so the way I got this bike, I ended up trading in my Kawasaki before. This Harley Davidson Sportster Iron XL 883N. And I love the Kawasaki. I like the Ninja 250. It was great to learn on that bike, or let that be the first bike I learned on. I think that I'm still learning on this bike, you know. This is the entry-level bike for Harley Davidson, people like to argue. It was a nice bike. I didn't plan on taking it on the highway too much. I was very nervous to ride on the highway. I didn't want to. I ended up on the highway not for reasons that I needed to be. Like, it was because of I got lost. I ended up on the highway, but it was only for an exit, so I'm not a fan of riding on a highway with a light bike. This bike on the highway, can you ride on the highway? For sure. Does it do 80? But will the wind be slapping you up and down? Hell yeah. I had to ride it all the way down from Brantford. That's a 35-40 minute ride on a 37-degree day in the middle of the wind on bridges, and I tell you, I was fucking scared. But I made it, and I feel like if I had a window, like a shield, it would be a lot better. I think the wind would go over me rather than through me, and it would be more of an enjoyable ride, but that's not the case. Even days like this where it's windy, this is not my ideal weather day. This is a weather day. In Connecticut in the springtime, it's pretty much raining all the time, so you gotta ride when you can ride. And that's what I'm doing. So maybe I'm definitely keeping my bike. I think another lesson that I learned when buying this bike is it's sad to have gotten rid of the other bike, even though like I probably wasn't going to use it too often. Who knows, maybe I would have wanted a little sport bike ride. Woo! You know, or have it to help other people learn on that bike like I was taught on that bike. So we'll see. This one I'll keep forever, unless I need money really bad and need to sell it. But other than that, I'll probably keep this forever. Yeah. Rides like this are also good because it gives you an opportunity to really get to know your bike, really know how it rides, what feels better. I think another something I noticed in the girls group that I'm a part of is a lot of the new riders are nervous, you know, to get out there. And I feel like with anything else, it's better just to put yourself out there, be confident. If you lack confidence, you're putting yourself in danger and everyone else on the road in danger. So if you know, if you studied and you're practicing and you know, just be confident. Be confident in your skill and what you've been learning and how you ride, and you'll do just fine. I remember Dan, he taught me at a school parking lot. It was 100 degrees out, I'm not even exaggerating. 100 degrees out. He's running beside me. I'm getting the gist of riding. And then we get the bike down to his parents' house. We weren't living where we live now, so we had to travel with the bike to get it down. And I'm not exaggerating, every freaking opportunity that we got to ride, I definitely did. And I was on that bike and I would go up and down the street, up and down the street, up and down the street. Until one day he was like, oh, let's go for a ride. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready. And he's like, listen, you gotta be ready someday. And you know, you only gotta try. You can't get nervous. So, and after that, I was riding on my own in the streets, and cautiously, very carefully, just trying to enjoy being able to ride. And look at that pretty view. Oh, these trees are in the way, but it's pretty. It's pretty. Getting this. That's Connecticut for you. what are your thoughts of group riding? Is this something that you would do? Do you think it's okay for the other bikes to be able to block roads? What do you think it's dangerous? Do you think it's extra safe? Is it fun for you? Is it not fun? What kind of bikes do you enjoy doing this on more? Let me know. Let's talk about it. I have to say, so far I'm liking it. I wish the weather was better. I think I'm gonna head off here. Head off road. And head back home. Yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna head home. Yeah. Right. Not my favorite time. You gonna go, Dad? Let's get home. Alright, so I'm realizing as I'm done editing this video that I did not do an outro. So I want to come on and thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, you guys are super troopers. And I appreciate it. With like you guys dance sitting right next to me while I'm doing this, so this is so embarrassing. I would forget to do an outro, and now I'm recording it on a rainy day inside the house. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and I will get that to you. Another video from Built by Mandy. Bye, guys.